I recently came across this story and absolutely had to share it with you, my dear listeners. It's amazing to me how there's so much African history out there that is still untapped. For this video, we are traveling all the way to South Africa and back in time to the 1500s. About the year 1510, the Portuguese, under the leadership of one Almeida, set sail and ended up in the southwestern tip of Africa, where they came across the Khoikhoi people. Almeida and his men cordially and peacefully traded with the Khoikhoi. The Portuguese gave the Khoikhoi calico and iron in exchange for cattle. However, shortly after, some Portuguese sailors tried to forcefully take Khoikhoi cattle rather than trade for them. The Khoikhoi chased the thieving sailors back to their ship. The Portuguese sailors didn't take this very kindly and were insulted by this action. They asked their leader, Almeida, to avenge them. Even though Almeida admitted that his men were likely to blame for what had happened, he took 150 of his men and marched to the Khoikhoi village. When they reached the village, the Portuguese seized a number of Khoikhoi children and cattle. The Khoikhoi weren't going to take this lying down. 170 of them attacked the Portuguese with swords and assegais of fire-hardened wood. And the weapons of the Portuguese proved useless. The Khoikhoi in their shrewdness used their cattle and hid behind them. As they hid behind the cows, they continued to throw the stones at the Portuguese. 65 Portuguese ended up dead, including Almeida. This humiliating end put a pause to Portugal's push to conquering peoples in Africa and Asia.